Congratulations to the one and only Jacy Jayne, two-belt Jacy. That's what's up. She's now the first ever NXT and TNA Women's Champion. She goes down in the history books as the first woman to win both titles and hold them from two different brands. She's proven the haters wrong. All the doubters, all the detractors, thinking that she couldn't get the job done, only to prove you haters wrong. And she did just that. And this time she didn't have no help. The first time, she had a little bit of help, thanks to Fallon Henley, but this time, she didn't need no help. You know? She was in survival mode at that point. And when you're in that mode, when you're pressured, you'll surprise yourself. You are capable of anything. And Jacy Jayne proved just that. This is what happens when you underestimate people. When you underestimate people, they will surprise you. And you will end up looking stupid in the end. Where's all the haters now? You're silent. Quiet as a mouse. That's what I thought. Congratulations to Jacy Jayne. Now, a lot of people are wondering what's going to happen with Jasmine Nix in the future. Well, it's a possibility that she could be kicked out of the group. Or, at some point, Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix could turn on Jacy Jayne and replace Jacy Jayne with Mariah May, now known as Blake Monroe, and have her as the leader. Instead, it could go both ways, leading Jacy Jayne to turn babyface. Now, that would be interesting. There was a moment where Jasmine Nix held on to the NXT Women's title, wishing that it was her that had the belt for a second until Blake Monroe snatched the belt off her, only to hit Jordynne Grace with it, thinking that they were going to be tag team partners. But you know, Mariah May, she's known for stabbing people in the back, just like she did Toni Storm in AEW after being Tony's stooge for a few months. But hey, that's her character for you. And now she's going to be feuded with Jordynne Grace. But let's see what happens down the road. Because obviously, Fatal Influence's days are numbered. It's only a matter of time before jealousy kicks in. The seed has already been planted in the soil anyway, because Fallon Henley has always been jealous of Jacy Jayne. And Jasmine Nix too. But Jasmine Nix knows how to hide it better. You know? That's why Jacy Jayne, you need to pay attention to your circle before they hurt you, because they smile in your face. All the while they want to take your place. They're backstabbers. One of them is going to stab you in the back, JC. Just be careful. Don't get too comfortable with them. They might be rocking with you now, but somewhere down the road, they will turn on you. Or, along with Blake Monroe, kicking you out of your own group that you created. Just like what happened with Edge. You know, with the Judgment Day. Same thing could happen with you. Because you're shining. You see, people want you to do well, but they don't want to see you do better than them. So, being around envious people, being around snakes is the most dangerous thing you can have around you, because one day they will strike. when you least expect it. So Jacy Jayne, I wouldn't feel so comfortable if I were you. I would watch my back. I would keep a close eye on the two girls that you have in your stable. And Blake Monroe too. Because for her to help you out and make you retain your belt is very questionable, because people's motives are very funny and tricky. They'll act like they're helping you, but at the same time, they want to defeat you and take your spot and take what you have. And that's what Blake Monroe seems to have planned, allegedly. So, after she's done with Jordynne Grace, she's going to come after you. But let's just wait and see what happens down the line. It's going to be very interesting. But let me get to the article. This ain't going to be a long video. TNA's Slammiversary 2025 lit up the UBS Arena in Elmont, New York. A lot of attention was on the pay-per-view, including a huge winner-take-all title match. Jacy Jayne shocked the pro wrestling world when she won the NXT Women's title. At Slammiversary, she faced TNA Knockouts champion Marsha Slamovich in a winner-take-all battle. Fatal Influence was alongside Jacy Jayne as she made her way to the ring. Fans were more than ready to see this historic matchup go down. This contest also received a big match feel, thanks to the ring introductions from Mackenzie Mitchell. This match had a lot on the line, and there were some close calls with near falls and high spots. Fatal Influence was targeted by Marsha Slamovich early on with a dive, but they helped JC get an advantage, and the match continued from there. Eventually, Fallon Henley gave the NXT Women's title to Jacy Jayne, but the referee took the title away. Then JC used the TNA Knockouts title to level Marsha with a 2 count. JC was shocked by this kickout. Then the referee was distracted by the stable, and Marsha almost got the win. In the melee, the referee was taken out, so they couldn't count Marsha as she got the pin. Finally, Marsha's recream was blocked, and they traded near fall roll-up pins. Then JC nailed a rolling encore to win the match and become a double champion. The partnership between TNA Wrestling and WWE has certainly opened up a ton of opportunities. Only time will tell what happens next. But Slammiversary was a great night for both TNA and NXT. I totally agree. Congratulations, baby. You deserve it, 100%. Shut them haters up. You are the one. And you've come a long way. You've worked hard. You know, better late than never. Even though it took you 4 years to win the big one. And you finally done it. You're going to be a force to be reckoned with over the next few years. So don't sleep on Jacy Jayne. But hey, keep underestimating her, because it will just motivate her more. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Congratulations to Jacy Jayne, the double champion.